can't think you're just going to march in here and beat everybody. You know, this is what they do, and they're good at it. And so, you know, it's one of the reasons I wanted to do it, because I hadn't run a late model in over 20 years, and I wanted to race with these guys because, you know, it's what I grew up doing. I know how hard I worked and the people around me worked, and that's how hard they're working. And, you know, in no means is my, you know, do I think we're going to come here just because I'm a cup driver, we're going to come here and win the race. We're going to have to work hard to do it. And you know, it means something to win it because you're racing against really, really, really good race car drivers.
Well, not only that is to have some of the local guys come out here that otherwise wouldn't have a chance to run on the big track. I mean, they're really running a NASCAR sanctioned event on a NASCAR race weekend. So this is a big deal for them. A lot of the nationwide teams will be here unloading during that day that we're going to be racing. Some K&N Pro Series race will be here as well. So it's a chance for them to be seen. The races will be on the Speed Channel once again. So it's a good deal for everyone involved, especially the competitors that otherwise wouldn't get a shot to come out here and run.
Well, I don't do anything on a lark. This was well thought out. This plan for me.
I mean, just for fun, like you said before.
Well, there's a method to my madness, even though it doesn't always look like it. My son is, you know, he's going to eventually be behind the wheel of one of these cars, and I wanted to get back into it to understand what he's going to be dealing with. And I got a little detached from the technical side of things and the races, and it's easy for me to come here today, and it's easy for me to go to Motor Mile last week and work on the car and talk about what we're doing, and you know, it helps. It's kind of helping me in my recommitment of being involved in the car. It's kind of helping me with that too, even though these cars are nothing like a cup car, still race car. And you know, vehicle dynamics, don't know if it's on $1 million car or a $50,000 car. It's still vehicle dynamics, and so you know, it helps me wake my mind up a little bit. It's fun. Like I said, I mean, the first big late model race I ever ran was here, and it was on the fairgrounds. We came here to test a brand new car, and we blew an engine going down the back straightaway. Jay Hedgestock was driving it because I didn't have any experience, and my dad said, "Would you mind driving it to see what?" Because my son didn't know what the hell he's talking about. So why don't you drive and see what happens? And it blew an engine and brand new car, total lost it. You know what I mean? And it was like, oh. So. You know, a lot's happened to me here. I mean, you know, it's been a track that, you know, good and bad things have happened to me here. Came here Rookie of the Year candidate and got kicked out of the race because we had holes drilled in roll bars. You know what I mean? There's been a lot that's happened to me here, and it's fun to come back at this level. I don't feel like I'm stepping back. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm just doing something that I did when I started, but it doesn't. You know, like when I rolled in the gate, I didn't think, well, we're just here racing against a bunch of late model guys. I was like racing a bunch of late model guys, you know, excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to come back home no matter what the circumstances, but you know, to do some of the events that I've already done, you know, announcing a huge donation to VCU over these next 3 years, and you know, that money comes from the fans that come in and watch this race, and so it's so important for us, for the fans, to come out and help support and watch some racing, some good racing here at RIR next Thursday.
You did the Dougie on a intro. Is that your new thing, or is that a one-time?
Well, it's a one-time thing until we, you know, there's music and other intros or anything like that. I don't know. I was just kind of in the moment there, and I thought it was a good idea at the beginning, and then I thought maybe the night before it was a bad idea, and then I was like, well, like, I can't have the music and then not do it too. So I just went ahead and went through it. It wasn't my best performance, but I could do better.
If you would have won the race, would the Dougie become a part of your previous routine?
I don't know. I was thinking about that. I should have some kind of dance afterwards. We'll see.
What do you remember about being a young, up-and-coming driver?
I didn't have as much fun as I should have had. I mean, really. I you know, I've always been, you know, real serious about this, and I didn't enjoy it as much. You know, I didn't appreciate the opportunity as much as my desire made it so when we didn't run well, it wasn't fun for me.
What do you remember about when you were in that stage and you got a chance to race against guys that you really looked up to?
I'll never forget having a chance to race against Tommy Ellis and Jack Ingram and those guys. I mean, it was like, I honestly never had a desire to be a Cup driver. I wanted to race against Jack Ingram. I wanted to race against Tommy Ellis. I wanted to race against Sonny Hutchins. I mean, that's what I wanted to do. And it was cool. I mean, I was a little bit in awe, and I worked real hard not to piss anybody off for a little while. And then, because, you don't want to make them mad because you grew up watching them. Then there came a time where it was like, okay, now if you make them mad, it's okay. But, for a while, it was, kind of tiptoe around them because you didn't want to make a person mad that you looked up to.